Hello everyone and welcome to the UBports Q&A 138, streamed live on April the 13th, 2024. With me tonight we have a plethora of good people. We have Alfred,
Hello.
Katja,
Hello.
and Marius.
Hello.
So, what good news do we have this week? Um, I have not a pad under my eyes. What a professional I do.
You can tell we're professionals. We're doing this live.
So yeah, for the first news, it will be a call to you people. In May, there will be elections of the board of directors and the membership community of the UBports Foundation. So if you are already a UBports member, then you can candidate to become one of them. You can candidate for both, but if you are elected in both, then you will have to choose one committee or the board of directors because the two of them are not compatible. To express your candidacy, you can send an email to membership@ubports.com. And I don't have the fine details, but you probably already received an email from the community membership to ask for candidacy. So please, candidate. I see we have another new from you, Alfred.
Yes, exactly. So the Snapcraft thing that I was talking about last time has been released. It's a blog post on snapcraft.io or ubuntu.com, depending on which domain you prefer. And in this blog post, I've noted down, written down how to create snaps on Ubuntu Touch as a development device, first and foremost. So it basically goes over the list of steps you have to go, but also how do we get there? Why it's an interesting approach, and how it fits into the whole Ubuntu Touch system. So the evolving clicks and what Canonical learned from that and turning them into snaps is one particular point there, and also how it relates to Libertine and other things. So if you want to enjoy a good read, I hope you will enjoy it. And I think I should copy this into this one. There we go. It's in the live chat now.
Great. We have also some activity on the development front. I noted specifically two things. One about a topic we discussed last time, about the 64-bit time. So I saw some commits there. So it's being worked on. And I also saw some activity regarding the contacts and how they handle the contact picture, and other things I see. So thank you, Larinel and Rachanen, mostly, I guess. Other people also made some fixes and updates in preparation also for 24.4. So yeah, some activity on there also.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about your WebKit experiment?
Oh, yes, definitely.
Yeah.
So, as you may or may not know, I have 1 year ago almost, off by 1 week, I have experimented with WebKit for running the web browser experience in an app, in a click package specifically, on Ubuntu Touch. And I'm happy to say that the first experiments they have succeeded. It is possible to use WebKit with the Halium and libhybris drivers, so that I didn't have to change much. It was just basically setting the right compile flags, and it was done. And for those who don't know, WebKit is the browser engine that is built by Apple, actually. So it's the iPhone browser engine or macOS browser engine. It's also powering the App Store. And it looks a little stuttery, maybe due to the live stream, but this looks smoother now. Oh my God, this looks better in the video than I expected. And yeah, there we go. It's basically allowing us to decouple the engine from the operating system so that we can ship the browser as part of a click, update the browser as part of a click completely, and without much of a hassle. And it also builds on the upstream WPE, WebKit, and Qt5 bindings. So it is, mind you, the UI is very basic, and I also gave it a temporary name here, Web Hunt, as a counterpart to Safari, basically. But I will ensure to give it a proper name in the future, and I already have an idea on what to name it. But let's just find out whether we can, what else is necessary. So I am aware that WPE backend, so it's a pluggable mechanism basically, where the ability to draw on the screen is plugged, so that either Wayland can be used or something else could be used. And for that, I would really like to integrate it with the libhybris drivers and maybe the way that Android drivers work, so that we can basically select this on the Halium devices and do something differently, slightly differently, with the defaults on mainline devices, so that it's getting the best out of any situation, no matter what, no matter what device it runs on. So that's the goal.
Great.
All right.
What do you think about it, Kapsia, Marius?
I think it's absolutely great. I mean, one thing that also isn't mentioned is it's also thing also by moving away from Chrome, we also are not adding to, what should I say, the big Chrome. Like Chrome has become like the default for many people, and it might not be a good idea to have a one browser that's so big for everyone.
Yeah, it's a monoculture, so to say, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but let's just say that this is not an official statement. This is just an experiment right now. But of course, as you may know, I am determined to get stuff done and make sure that this basically matches what we basically can do with Morph already. So maybe it will end up in a way that we can upstream our changes to WebKit itself as maintained by Apple, so that we can get those missing pieces that are required into the upstream project itself. I am aware that they're pretty happy to merge stuff from GitHub, and they have a pretty modern, quote unquote, way of getting contributions in. So that is something to be reminded of, and maybe it needs some changes to the Qt bindings. I'm pretty sure that it needs a few changes to the Qt bindings to be feature complete, but stuff like rendering is handled and getting close to good. And as soon as I get WebGL running on WebKit, then I can basically just get all the goodness of graphics in the browser also, with probably, I would assume, at least matching performance.
Wow, that is amazing.
Yeah.
Very good.
All right.
And yes, another browser was always asked by different people from the community, so very welcome.
Yeah. I mean, people have been asking about Firefoxes and stuff like that, but other people are doing a way better job at getting Firefox or the Mozilla Gecko engine up on par with the old Sailfish OS browser engine, which is also based on Gecko. So there are people working on it already, but it's just not something that we can base our work on right now. So I figured I like the Safari browser engine, and it's working pretty well. I want to continue with this experiment, basically.
I think if I'm not mistaken, it's actually easier to work with this engine than both Firefox and Chromium.
Yes, because as I said, the WPE stuff makes it very easy to plug support just back into the WebKit engine, where getting this access to the display is very much abstracted away in a clean way. So getting WebGL shouldn't be too hard to pull off. And I will basically just ensure that the WPE backend that I want to create is gonna be based on the WPE backend for free desktop projects. So basically merging all that, because libhybris is trying to get free desktop into devices with Android originally, and for that we basically are just missing a few integration pieces for graphics, and then we can get into a good shape in the future.
Sure. And next I see we've written VoLTE, but it's also the only question we have from the forum. So should we wait and tease people in the live audience for later, or should we address it now?
Let's tease.
Okay, then about Debian and Lomeriland. What's it about?
So this is about Debian and Lumiri getting some love together. There has been an ongoing time T transition for a long time now, and it seems like that is starting to wrap up. So that also means that we can continue the Debian work. One in particular I want to mention is Network Manager. No, not Network Manager. Lumiri Indicator Network has got updated to got Ethernet support and improved VPN support, and also a stats monitor. And that's coming to Debian real soon. Also, a lot of stability updates and overall to make the stack more usable has been also in the work. Have been debugging a crash now for almost a week straight before I jumped over to VoLTE again. So I've been jumping back and forth with work, but trying to get that one. I think Alpha know what I'm referring to, but that
Yes.
thing was tricky.
But you figured it out?
Kinda. I mean,
Okay.
it's not fixed, but I have a better understanding of what's going on.
It's basically just dangling pointers for the nerds out there who want to know what is going on.
Yeah, it's pointers that doesn't get destroyed, or they get destroyed too fast, and then someone tries to call the pointer and the compositor dies. And this is all in subsurfaces, so it's quite low down into the code too.
But yeah, sounds like something to look forward to, though.
Yeah, and I know Mike Eberle has been working on some Terraform stack, if I'm not mistaken, and other goodness, history servers and whatnot. So that is gonna be real cool to see those in too. So you can maybe have a Debian phone soonish. Not soonish, in a long time, but
We call it stable.
we call it stable. The cats are back.
I want to address a question in live chat, and that is this one. Will the new browser replace the current offer as an alternative? I'm pretty sure, as I mentioned again, it's probably not going to replace Morph anytime soon. So, alternative for now.
Yeah. The decision to replace Morph can be done afterwards. If it works better, if people enjoy it, then yeah. But, basically, the work to replace Morph will be very difficult because it will mean that replacing the Qt web engine for web apps and stuff. So I don't think it's something that can be done easily or a decision that can be made lightly. So
Right,
yeah,
and
probably
also,
at the moment, alternative is the best option.
yeah, and also there's something to be said about web apps requiring Qt web engine right now, and shipping it as the sole way of delivering web apps anyhow, until we have something like aptly mentioned, where we could abstract this away if we want to go that route. But we have no plan about it. It's just an experiment, and yeah, let's see what the future brings.
Yeah. Speaking of the future, we have Capsia here for a good reason, because we want to ask him about what has been done on the website front, what he's been working on for the past couple of weeks, months. I don't know how long has it been.
Yeah, a few months, I think. That's it. So I've been building a few new websites for UBports, and we will get them quite soon. First one we will get is devices, which was already announced on the blog, and we will change a few parameters to display better which devices are the most supported. This means generally that devices that are not receiving commits for more than 6 months or a year are not going to be on the list of top devices.
Yeah, so that's a good news for newcomers to select their device with a more informed way. And yeah, so that's really something really important, and a lot of work in the background for you to come up with the new way to display this.
Thank you. And there's also UBports.com that's being changed, because it always been very complicated to navigate it. And the main goal here is to simplify and to present all our projects, all of the projects our community is doing. I can actually show you a bit of it.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can do this. Oh. Okay, here it is. So this is just first page. I'm not showing you too much this today. You will see it in the future. So this one is the new homepage, if it will be approved by the BOD, by the way. So we will have our projects and spotlight other projects like Lumiri 2, because we are now having Lumiri on other distros, and we want to show that we do that too. Plus our existing projects, which weren't listed on UBports.com yet, which is gives them better visibility. And some updates, the newsletter, if you didn't subscribe yet, you can do. And join us at the events.
This looks so nice.
So that's it for the first view. You will see more.
Yeah,
It will be published to the forum sometimes in the future. Just a few weeks probably, and you will have a way to comment, share, and improve on the website. So
great.
These look really nice.
Okay, stop sharing. Okay, you did it for me.
Yeah, and because this is something that we do here for newcomers, it's custom now to mispronounce the name of the sponsors and patrons. So, Katja, I'll give you the honor.
Okay, I'll thank the sponsors. Our sponsors: Smooth, Vola, Pine64, Private Internet Access, Digital Ocean, GitLab, Weinstein, OCA, Garden and Associates Consulting, Netlify, Cloudrun, Cloudlutin, Pixia, and Gandhi.net. And to our Patreons, this is A. Phil, Asmund Kaupang, Boris Flausus, Daniel Frankzak, David Thiel, J.T. Brooks, Jose Angel Akzura, Kibots Holding, Kenneth Drew, Linus Rohn, Lothar Ketter, Mark Adamietz, Marco A., Michael Kellner, Peter Mack, Philip Speicher, Rakesh PK, Robert Haley, Robin Houd, Rudy, Spideros, Stephen Kalb, Stephen Granger, Tohalf Sen and Sabine Schwarzer, and Will Atwood. Hope I didn't mispronounce anyone, but I'm sure I did.
That's the honor of doing it.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
And so now it is custom also to talk a bit about the new applications available on the forum, on the open store. So yeah, sharing my screen. Damn.
It's already on the screen.
Yeah, but I need to have my window in front of me too.
Finding the mouse.
This couple of weeks, we have an update of Guess Word, which is a game that you can play with friends, and you select a category of words, and you will be offered a list of words that you will have to make other people guess. So obviously you won't say it rhymes with something that rhymes with duck, and then have them find it's an animal and it rhymes with duck. So, yeah, something not like this. But yeah, it's a good game, I guess, and one friend of mine called it the Little Papers game, because we used to play this with papers, and we put them into a hat and try to guess them. It can be done also with then a gesture or mime without words after just an explanation for the first round. So yeah, thank you, Brian, for this game. It's fun to have new games on the Young Point store. We also have Bookworm. I think it's a book reader looking for a Bible or reference material. I don't know what it is exactly. Oh, Bible study and reference material. I guess it's for book writers and content creators. I think this is this kind of Bible.
I think it's reading the Bible.
Oh no, it's reading the Bible. Yeah, you're right. I see it's Psalm and something. Because you've got also the literary Bibles, but no, this is not this one. So by Western Awards. We also have I Quit, helpful for people that have a bad habit of smoking.
I should use this.
Yeah, it can save you money. Oh, that's
Yes.
great. Yeah, I like the notification on the circle.
Oh,
I
yeah.
didn't quit for 7 days. Yeah. I guess it helps improve.
Good work being quit
I
for
also like the rainbow effect. Find it funny.
Ooh. Cool cats. I wonder what happens when you press cool cats.
It's like patting them.
Yeah. I don't smoke, so I won't use it. But yeah, I guess it can be helpful for people that try to quit and need the motivation. And I love this idea of having the motivation talk on the front page, on the display. I don't know. Lock screen. That's the word. So thank you, Mick. Number. And we also had an update on which, if I pronounce it correctly, by Sander. And we talked with Sander this week, and he asked if people knows a good API for their country, then he is willing to try to implement it for other countries, because the difficult thing is to come up with all the UI. We talked about it, I think, maybe not the last time, but the time before. And it can be really useful in other countries to have also the traffic in lifetime. So yeah. So thank you, Sanders, also for being willing to take other contributions and implement new APIs to make it accessible in other countries. And also with cars, we have mileage, which computes the gas usage of your car, given an amount of miles of kilometers driven, and the number of gallons or liters used, and the cost you also paid for this. So you can have nice graphs with okay. So here it's about 6 to 7 liters per 100 kilometers, or for the miles per gallon, it's around 43, 44 in average. So yeah, nice app to have also for people with cars.
All right.
Right. Damn.
Again, we're doing this live.
Good to change. Right. What do we have upcoming?
Questions.
It's time for the questions. No question.
Singular. Yes, one question.
From the forum, and it's from Qualex. May I ask about the ongoing plans of VoLTE? What's the status of VoLTE?
Ooh, this one is interesting.
Yeah.
I guess you can just roll the video.
Roll the video. Okay. Release the Kraken.
So to voice over this a little bit, as I'm calling, I'm watching the status of it, and it's still on LT while it's calling. Now the phone is picked up, and it's still on LT. And this is voice of LT working on the Fairphone 5, actually.
Hooray!
So to more explain the progress here, this has been months, years. Well, it's starting to be years now. Maybe
Yeah.
not. Yeah, years. So a lot of research, a lot of hit and miss, and a lot of black paths, and a lot of different ways of trying to go about it. And in the end, what we ended up doing, and also I have to thank Nikita. He's also done the same for MediaTek. Well, this is Qualcomm. So the way that we have done it now is that we call native binder calls to the vendor partitions and the vendor blobs. So this is kind of what, well, not kind of, it is what Sailfish OS is doing with their closed source proprietary plugin. So we are doing that with at the same. I'm not sure how, like exactly how it's doing, because of course it's proprietary. But from what we are doing now is that we are trying to trace calls that a normal Android phone would work, and also to some regard look at the binder calls going back and forth, and also some kind of discompilation and reverse engineering, and it's quite a lot. It's not much code, which is really good, but 99% of the time has been research and 1% time writing code. So that's and also one of the major issues has been found, which has been how networking is blocked in the container. And since VoLTE is going all pure network, it does need network to work, which makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Amazing news, and a couple of news in one, because you have it working on the Fairphone 5, which is not yet officially supported, but since it will be ready soon, great.
Yeah. Also, fun fact, also, we now have 5G support working too.
Hooray!
Which I have been on a personal leave for a little while, and I think that I think I come back with a bang.
Oh yeah. Dinosaurs are gone. Wiped off the face of the earth.
It's time to change the world.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
5G support also is quite nice. I also have the indicator and stuff like that. I have a picture that I put on X, where it shows the 5G support, and 5G support is probably coming sooner than VoLTE, because VoLTE still require more code to work perfectly, and also it has to go through a testing period to see how unstable it is.
Mm.
But for 5G, that it's already there. We go. There's the 5G. No, that's not the
That's
5G.
the Fairphone 5, though. Proof
No,
that it's the Fairphone 5.
No, it's not the good one. Sorry about that.
There is another one. I can find it for you.
Yeah.
Let me just put it in.
Put it on the stage.
live. It's always fun to do it live.
As you can see, we're trained professionals, indeed.
Yeah. In the meantime, we have some live questions. Lampology asks, I assume because it's going through the vendor blob that it is how it solves 5G and 4G.
Well, not exactly. Those two are actually completely different from each other. 4G we have for a long time, but for 5G there wasn't. It's using what Selfish OS is doing with their new Ophono Binder plugin instead of Ophono Binder Riddle plugin or Riddle Binder plugin. So it's switching over to that and also enabling some extra things in both device and on the both on Android side, well the Halium side and the Android side. Some devices should actually just work 5G. So with 5G, we are not actually going directly through the Binder blob. We are going to the binder interface of now. Before it was called RealD, but now they just call it radio interface. So there's it's a little bit different now, but that gives us essentially 5G for free by switching to that.
Yeah. So yeah, not totally all in one thing. It's just you have been fighting on all fronts at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, 5G was actually just something I experimented with, and surprisingly it worked. So I didn't expect it to work, but it did. And also I've been plumbing through the stack to implement, like on Ubuntu Touch Stack side, all the icons and connection settings and whatnot. So that's all on GitHub actually, GitLab already.
There we go.
All right. And we also have another question from Linus.io. 5G also an FP5 or another device?
I have tested on FP4. It works there too. So it should work on the work that I'm doing is the Qualcomm one, so it should work on all newer Qualcomm. There might be some device-specific quirks and weirdness here and there, but it should work on most recent devices that support that Android supports. Well, actually, it's after Android 9, so every device after Android 9 has that support. Before that, I think there was the Wild West with implementation of IMS or VoLTE. After that, it got kind of standardized by Google, and now it's even better now. Well, it's not standardized by that way, but it's standardized enough that
Yeah.
that so to kind of go back to the problem is that Google made the standard, but they made everything in Java, and that is kind of the annoying part that we are trying to work around. So we are just going behind the Java and directly interfacing with the hull or the binder partition. But the good thing about Google standardizing the Java part is that all the calls that we expect to make is mostly similar on both MediaTek and Qualcomm. And also there is also there has been some research work on, I think, the Sony, the Pixel line, and it seems like newer Pixel devices that use the new chip, the Google Tensor chip, which is a Sony chip, if I'm not mistaken. I think that uses a all software-based one, which will be interesting to see how we can implement that one. I just hope that it's not made in Java, because then we are a little bit in trouble right there. But at least for MediaTek and Qualcomm, devices, we are good.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Some amazing news. Okay, that was it for the question from the forum. Do you guys have seen any questions in the chat that you would like to answer?
Nothing that can be answered other than maybe any progress of the. Oh, where it is? Where did it go? There it is. Any progress on fixing GPS?
And not on my side.
Me here neither.
One thing at a time.
Yes.
I can only clone myself so many times.
Oh, you did? Great.
Like Austin Powers did.
The other clone is working on VoLTE right now.
And you're just the cute one.
Yeah, the good one. This is a weird question, but who is the if you clone someone, like clone in like not fostering up a new baby, but duplicate yourself. Who is the original?
Yeah.
Well, that's what we have rock paper scissors for.
Right. Yeah. That's how that works.
Yeah, I guess, and the one who hits the other one first, because they want to be unique.
I also saw a question about smartwatch OS. Actually, there is an open source one. What's that called again?
Asteroid.
Yeah.
Asteroid. Yes. That one is quite nice for if your device is supported there, but also it has support for some support in Ubuntu Touch too.
Yeah, we have an app on the Open Store. We mentioned it a couple of Q&As ago.
There's Rockwork.
Clockwork is for
Rockwork.
Work. It's for the people, yeah. But there's another one which supports Amazfit.
Oh yeah, right.
It supports Amazfit devices and some Asteroid also, if I read it correctly.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I have a Samsung G Watch Air, and I think I may give it a go, but sadly the battery died, so I cannot resurrect it. But maybe if someday I find a suitable battery, I will try to resurrect it.
I surprisingly actually have a watch that should work. I got a tick watch that I haven't used in a while.
Give it a shot.
I will flash that. Yeah. Maybe I can try to see if I can improve the support on Ubuntu Touch.
Oh yeah. I would like to take the chance now, so that because we're close to the finish line for this episode, I want to take the opportunity for a personal note of myself, and that has to do with my involvement in Ubuntu Touch, in the UBports community, and also in the broader Ubuntu and also FLOSS communities. So taking a note out of Dalton's book and mixing it with Marius's basically personal note of his that he gave last time, I want to not give a basic welcome back note, but more of a what if situation where I've come to the conclusion that some things have not gone well in my life, and I have to own up for them. And that has to do with my hospital visit here now I am at the hospital, in the hospital for 5 weeks now. and I'm getting better, but there are still setbacks every now and then, and my mental state is not up on par with what I could would really enjoy. And that also means that at some point I need to cut strings, and I will do them without uh, letting you know that this is the moment. So this is the reason why I want to mention this right now. I am considering doing a few changes in my life, and someday, maybe, who knows, I can't tell if or when, the involvement in Ubuntu Touch might be part of that too. So I really would like to let you know that if I never respond again, or if I don't pop up again, it's not in bad faith. It's not in bad on bad terms. And yeah, it's also a reminder that appreciates the to appreciate the maintainers of the stuff that you're using, and enjoy the ride while it lasts. So, and it has been a very great ride for me specifically, but it feels like some things, due to crucial changes in dynamics, so to say, that those things need to be changed in the future. So just giving a heads up, I intend to stay for as long as possible, but yeah, who knows what's going to happen. So needed to get this off my chest.
Yeah, I guess Christopher summed it up. Yeah, life is more important than what we can do online or with a phone. So yeah, for everyone, it's if it's better for you in your lives, and okay, go on, and thank you for all your contributions. I guess I can speak for many people that can agree with this statement. And yeah, life is really important, and we have to focus on what is real, what our health, and yeah, and the people around us. Life happens, and we all know that. Yeah, to give a personal note, also, I was in a car accident a couple of days ago. Hopefully, nothing bad happened, but I hit an animal on the highway at highway speed. And yeah, it could have been dramatic, but hopefully nothing wrong happened. But yeah, life can disappear like this, and we are grateful, and we have to be grateful of what we have and when we have it. So thank you for all the job you did, and yeah, thank you everyone. Thank you, Kapsia, also for your great contributions, and Marius, of course. Yeah, because without Marius, we will never be here.
And also without Alfred, I think, speaking for myself, I think the OS wouldn't be as good as it is. Alfred has done so much amazing work on the OS, and he's also been kind of a motivation and inspiring for me too. And also he is a really great friend of mine, and been helping me through tough times too. So I really appreciate that, Alfred, and I love you, man.
Love you too. There we go. As we say in German, only man love is true love. The manliest hugs available here.
Yeah, no, but for real, I think everyone is bringing something, and this community is really held together. And yeah, before I met anyone in the community, I already felt some connection with some people, and yeah, when I met the other members, it was always a great time, and nice people to meet. So yeah, this is a real community, and I really love it, and yeah, love you guys too, because I feel close to you. So Alfred, even if you disappear from the community work, then yeah, feel free to connect if you want to, yeah, get the Steam out and anything.
Sure, yeah, sure. And
This is
also,
official. I said it in front of everyone.
yeah, and I also wanted to say that this has been really a place for me to for the longest time now to let off some steam. So, and also I sometimes compare this Q&A stuff to like going to church and meeting all the people that you do the stuff with that you believe in, right? And but right now it's looking like free and open source and Libre software doesn't like allow me to support myself as much as I would hope. So this is one of the reasons why I need to reevaluate a few things. So again, it's not meant. It's rather if I am supposed to die a hero, and then this is the moment. And excuse me. Rather than becoming the villain. And so, yeah, you see, I hope you see where I'm going with this.
Yeah. We do.
All right. Yeah. Personal note over.
So yeah, and yeah, of course, and for me being there, it's like yeah, it's like out of space because I've watched the Q&As with Dalton, with also Florian, and with you guys, and yeah, it's an honor to be there, and it's an honor to give back to the community, community. Sorry.
Yeah.
Capsia, any last word? You will have the honor to end the stream. You give me the countdown, and I close it.
I don't know if I can do that, but I'd really like to thank Alfred for everything he did. I think I started with the Xperiex, which was his port, so I wouldn't be here without him.
Oh,
So,
thank you. That's
thank
good.
you.
I think that's the same for many people. All the ports, especially the ports that you did, have always been excellent quality. I think many people are coming to Ubuntu Touch because of you.
I will try to get a chef cook's clothing, and then someone needs to take a photo of me where I say top quality ports.
Own Apple.
All right, yeah, let's leave it at that, folks.
Yeah, and hopefully you will be there for the next get together, so we can take this picture.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
great idea, great idea.
Okay, so I think it's time to end it. So thanks everyone for watching, and hopefully we will see you in a couple of weeks. And in the meantime, take care of you, and bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.